Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Today we're going to have a look at this new match against Futsal Fabbrico. They sit here in the league. They've been scoring 27 goals so far. They conceded 27 as well. So they look like a team who know how to score, but they probably don't look too strong with the defense. Definitely not weak, but not extremely strong either. So let's have a look at their lineup and see what we can do. So Futsal Fabbrico, they are here. Let's have a look at the striker, 26.2 with 4.5 stars. With very high finishing skills, so dangerous guy. We'll have to pay attention to this guy mainly, in my opinion, and let's retain those 26.2 routine points. Then 16.6 with 4 stars, 22.4 with 4 stars, 13.6 with 4 stars. Then again 16.1 with 4 stars. 4 stars with 12.2, then 5 with 4 stars, disqualified. I don't like this thing because I have the impression that these guys have a more important bench than the actual starting 11. But yeah, this guy's disqualified. Let's have a look at the squad in the meantime. So 20 with 4 stars, 17.6 with 4 stars, but disqualified again. So 1 and 2 are disqualified. We'll have to look for a central defender and a left defender, and possibly some other players, because I might be wrong, but I thought Futsal Fabbrico had better wingers. Then 28.2 with 4 stars, which is not bad at all. Let's have a look. I believe we were looking at the main lineup basically. We have Stoinescu, who's basically the same as Binafo, and that's it. Then on the right, they don't really look like they've got very good replacements, do they? So yes, I think that is it. That is it in terms of skills. I thought they were better. I'm not saying they're bad, but they used to look better, as far as I can remember. Might be wrong. But then let's talk about us. So they've got 1 striker, 2 offensive midfielders, but I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will suffice to counter them. What I'm scared about is the fact that Fabrice will be playing instead of Mazzotta, so we'll have a massive drop with pace back here. We'll be better at countering crosses, but I'm afraid it's going to be very hard to. Let's do it like that. I'm afraid it's going to be hard to keep up with the opponent striker's space. Then let's. Oh wait, but Quiriconi? No, Quiriconi is not supposed to play this time. Then we have 1 more central defender. I'm a bit. Oh, alright. Okay, it does sound like we've got a problem here. 26.2, we do want to have a more experienced defender back there. But I'm afraid we don't have any. I'm really afraid we do not. So Olivieri will be capped at 20 basically. 20.9 max. And it does not sound good. We were supposed to play with Or we could use Townsend back here. Yes, it's probably that. No, but we'd be extremely slow at the defense. So let's play with this kind of defense, and hopefully that will suffice. We'll go probably at defensive or slightly defensive. Then let's go with good thing. So let's go with Parisi as backup. And I think this is basically the lineup. We can count on Shori and log in Yossa. Alright. And then mentality. Let's go defensive. Or probably slightly defensive. No, I'd rather go defensive, because we lack some routine back here. Except for Fabris, but he's the only one who can really counter that striker in terms of routine, but he's very low with skills in comparison. So let's go this way. We'll be playing on the wings because, as usual, we are stronger on the wings as far as I can tell. I would like to play with at least one player back here in order to exploit this kind of space, but I'm afraid we don't really have any player to play here. We should be going offensive, but we don't have the defense to do so, because we could play with our central defenders up here, and that would just be great, because these two very good central midfielders would make a mess out of that space. The problem is that we don't have the defense to keep up with the opponent's strikers, so we just can't, I'm afraid. Then Passeri will be replacing Iossa as usual. Townsend will be replaced by Vario Pinto. Bolzi will replace Cancialli as a central central defensive midfielder. So we'll have 3 central midfielders. Yes, correct. Then Shore will go defensive midfielder to replace Cancialli, and I think it's fine. Then once we score 1 goal, we'll probably be willing to go very defensive, but I don't think so, because it's not going to be easy to pierce through anyway. Well, let's have a look. Left defender and right defender. Let's have a look at what kind of replacements they have. Left defender does not look like he could be a threat. This one would probably be a tiny bit more of a threat for login, but not too much. Then on the right, Zana will be there for sure. Now the central defender. Yes, but we don't really have to care, do we? Who was the one who was disqualified? Oh, Colombo. Well, but they do have good replacements. Well, no, Mancini was playing already. Cesini, Peirotti, or Boland. One out of those 3. I think they don't sound like too much of a threat, but we don't have a specific wing to play on the other hand. So let's just play on both wings, and let's play on the wings anyway. In terms of defensiveness, yeah, I think we should go defensive. And yes, let's go very defensive in case we score 1 goal and we're winning. Because apparently they don't have impressive wingers or lateral midfield or lateral defenders. Don't even know if lateral does exist in English as a word, but the defenders on the wings basically. So I'm not sure. I don't think they're good enough to counter our wingers and our right back and left back. So let's go very defensive. We should be able to beat us through at least a few times anyway, even going very defensive. So we'll go very defensive. We'll protect our goalkeeper even more, and we should be able to beat us through anyway. That's my conception of that's my opinion on this kind of match. In my book, we should be able to do so. So guys, I think we are done for today's video. That was a tough one, because despite having a very good midfielder if compared to theirs, we didn't really have the right strategy in place. But we can't do anything more because we don't have the right defense to counter this kind of opponents with those kind of strikers. So guys, again, I believe that is it for today. Hopefully we'll be able to get those 3 points. So thanks a lot again for watching as usual, and see you in the next video. Bye.